Hello everyone, I'm Captain Logan and we are in Metropolis, Illinois, and look, it's Jackson Rasco! Say hi, Rasco.
Hi.
And look, it's Eric Holden! And we are currently on our way to the Superman Museum. This will be the, like, dozenth time or more that I've been to the museum, and this is Eric's second time.
Ghosts.
We like, did you say ghosts?
Ghosts.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, say it right in your mouth. I was like, ghosts! I don't know why you're saying that. But anyway, I have shot the museum twice before. This will be the third time I brought a camera in there. And, but this will be the first time I've posted it to the channel. So, that'll be cool. So I don't know, folks. You just walk with us as we hang out, going over to the Superman Museum and the statue. And Rasco?
Yep.
Did you have a good trip coming here?
Yeah, quite peaceful.
Yeah?
Almost ran out of gas, but I didn't.
Oh, that's good. Did you get to a place where there just were no gas stations? And you're like, oh no, I'm driving a long time and I can't get gas.
It was that rare scenario when you're driving where you can either get off on an exit and get gas, or not, and risk not getting gas by the time and risk not finding another exit to get gas at in the meantime. And I took the risk, and it paid off in, you know, sevenfold. It was awesome.
We had that. We had that with Captain Logan in the restroom. He was like, oh, there's an exit. We should get off of the exit so that I can go to the restroom. And then there was an exit for like 20 more miles.
And it paid off sevenfold.
Is that the Monarch Theater?
Yeah. That's what that is.
Probably about as big as Gotham in '89.
Check it out. There's City Hall. So yeah, so you've got Crime Alley. Don't go into those alleys over there. Because
Let's go
and then right across,
Let's LARP.
and then right across from Crime Alley, you have City Hall there, where the Gotham 200. We're in Metropolis and we're making Gotham jokes.
On my way here,
Money,
I came through Central City on my way here.
Did you?
Yeah, Central City was there. It was awesome.
You know,
Yeah, and he drove by the remains of Hub City.
It's not like coast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's keep going, shall we?
Hub City just sucks. Coast City is the one that.
Oh, and you know what? You know what else? So the whole city is just this square, just like in Batman '89. There's the museum, just like in '89.
It was real weird that Gotham had a Superman museum.
This place has a lot more in common with Gotham and Batman '89 to me than it does with any version of Metropolis.
If this.
But it looks like what I would imagine Smallville to actually look like.
Yeah, if this is Metropolis, then Paducah is Gotham. If we're going by like the Snyder geographical layout, because it's across the water, so that would make Paducah actually Gotham.
Well, let me tell you,
It's also nighttime there while it's
on fire.
It's also nighttime there right now while it's daytime here.
You get to choose what time of day it is, whenever you want.
Just by
You
where
sleep in
drive.
Gotham,
All you gotta do is pay a toll.
Yeah.
Gotham in the Snyderverse has to be like really hurting economically, right?
Yeah.
Because everyone must be commuting to Metropolis.
Yeah, nobody's actually living there.
Well, they might be living there because probably the rent's low.
Oh, but I mean nobody's working there.
Yeah, nobody's working there.
And so they've got all these signs everywhere that's like, keep our money in Gotham.
That's why there's all those buildings. They had to keep. That's why Batman kept saying there's no one in these buildings, because he was making an economic point. It was political.
Such a smarter film than anyone gives credit.
Although,
Are we reviewing this building
maybe
right
it's
now?
more accurate to the George Reeves. Maybe it's supposed to be halfway between like a Superman comic and the George Reeves.
Yeah, I've actually never taken a close look at that before. Now let's review this building, Rasco. What do you think of this building?
We're back to life apartments. Please don't disturb me till morning.
The architecture is on point. If I had to just throw out a positive right off the bat, the architecture is on point. It helps to have multiple white benches like this. One with Mountain Dew, of course. I'm sure that's that's Cap's.
It's my bench.
Yeah, it's his.
It's fine to have Dr. Pepper here.
Yeah, because it's a superhero place. And superhero and building superhero movies always have Dr. Pepper in them.
So that's her first great adventure. What's her second great adventure? I must have missed that one.
I think it's the TV show.
I mean, nothing's as bad as the Remo Williams movie, which is Remo Williams: The Adventure Begins. There's no sequel. And that's not like the tagline, like that's the title of the film. It's called Remo Williams: The Adventure Begins. There are no sequels.
And look, there's a phone booth. And that has a fake phone in it. By fake, I mean paper. And
you go in there, change
and there's Superman.
Yes, do it.
Still more realistic than Rogue One.
I have one. You remember that when I had the shield exactly like this, but it was like I don't know if it actually made it onto the episode.
I don't. You had a shield like that?
I had a shield like that.
I can never tell when you're joking.
Back when I used to always like have costumes.
Yeah.
I had a shield one time. I don't know if anyone remembers that.
Are you guys noticing how I'm like shooting at an angle upward at Rasco? It's because he's really tall. I didn't know that. So this is telling you a couple things about us. A, Rasco's very tall. B, Captain Logan is very short. Just the whole time be like this. Like, why does this seem like the camera's on its tippy toes? Why is that?
I've seen the movie, but is his jewelry usually that big?
Well, that's pretty enormous.
Is this symbolism a broken Starfleet symbol?
I think I'm gonna be like, his chest looks more realistic than in that movie because everybody thinks it's a fake chest, but it's actually a real chest.
I don't know if that's true.
It is true.
Jury's still out.
No, it's true.
I've never seen him without that jacket. He's my favorite.
Yeah. He looks like he wants a hug, too.
He does look like he wants a hug. He really...
Admiral. It's everyone's favorite character.
Hey, did you know, if you put these pictures right next to each other, they look real similar.
I remember these. I missed these like chip things.
I used to have a bunch of those chips. Like I got one of the chip reader things, and then on eBay, I bought a lot of all the chips, like without the figures.
Why?
Because I was curious to know what they all said.
Huh?
And it was like $10 because nobody cared anymore.
Oh, this is everyone's other.
This was years ago. I wouldn't do it now.
Team
cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
You can tell exactly when this came out.
I thought you were going to say, you can tell exactly who these characters are.
No. He doesn't look like Man of Steel, but I'm going to assume it's Man of Steel, and then Amazing Spider-Man 1, and then Iron Man 3.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's all around the same time.
Yep.
What is Dream War?
Do you remember everybody's favorite event, Dream War?
I don't remember that even being a thing. What is that?
I have no idea. And I like Wildstorm, and I'm the only person excited for Warren Ellis's Wildstorm.
Oh, is this a Wildstorm thing where they put those characters together?
It must be because there's Midnighter.
Well, I mean, it also Drifter says so. Here's all the evidence, but I didn't know about this.
And Zealot.
Zealot.
That's Zealot.
That sounds like a good role model for children.
Well, Wildstorm wasn't about being role models for children.
No, I know, but I wanted to say
The Authority murder an entire island of people. One day you will read The Authority, and you will not appreciate it as much as I do. But
Eric always forces me to read things. When he says one day you will, it's because he's going to tie me to a chair and make me read it.
Oh, I love The Authority so much.
If I had a dime for every time Eric has tied me to a chair, maybe I'll read something.
Or here's a quarter.
Oh, thanks, man. That'd be like 2.5 times that happened. Yeah.
Or a penny.
Oh, look.
I have coins.
It's your favorite. You could just take the belt.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing. I love the Superman Returns belt.
I will never understand why you complain about that.
You don't need a ass here
you don't complain
when
about
there's a ass here.
You don't complain about it with Batman.
It doesn't happen that often with Batman.
Batman has it on his belt a lot.
Not in a movie.
Not in the movie, but in comics. He has a bat on his belt a lot.
Yeah, but...
And you've never complained about it.
I don't know. I'm used to various bat suits that I don't really care for that much. I'm used to the Superman suit looking one way, and there's some variation you can do on it, but, you know, if you can make one that's a little different and convince me, oh, that was a cool choice, but, like, I don't... What do you think, Rasco?
I think that...
You have no opinion?
I think that this S, it is redundant, but this belt, this is what the Man of Steel suit needs.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
It needs this.
And it still should have the trunks, but... just because it feels like something's missing.
You will never get Superman with the trunks again.
You know how they try to play it like it's, I don't know, more realistic or like it's more fashionable.
That's what they're doing.
But here's why it's not, because it still has loops, like it knows there ought to be a belt there.
Well, and they learned from
Man of Steel suit.
and they learned from New
strange. I
52.
don't understand that.
They did learn from New 52 because Superman's costume looks
Rebirth one has that
incomplete
too.
without the trunks. Like there's just too much blue, and they've got those things there, those like belt looking, those like.
This one, I thought the Man of Steel suit had that too.
That's what I'm saying. Is the Man of Steel suit has that?
Yeah.
Because they learned from New 52, you got to break up the colors a little bit.
Yeah, but I don't like that because it looks like there's supposed to be a belt there. Like,
And
they
if
do
I
that
remember
because
correctly,
they
there's a
know there
circle,
should be a
right?
belt
There's like a belt buckle.
I think so.
Yeah,
It's like the remnants of the belt that the suit no longer has, but it's the first suit in that continuity. It doesn't make any sense
It
to
used
me.
to have a belt.
I don't get it.
On Krypton had a belt. Kryptonians are beyond belts, but they still think
They just don't need those anymore.
I've never seen him ever.
He's got to be one of the people that get right? It says New Hope. He's just a random person again.
But he's awesome looking.
He's pretty awesome.
As Eric just pointed out this Batman crazy foam. No, what's crazy about it is that it comes out of his mouth. Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. What? What's he doing? What's he doing to that robot?
Trying to escape
Have you guys seen Mark Wahlberg
or
talk to
something.
animals?
What?
Have you
No.
guys- it's like an SNL skit where like it's like
It's like the dog whisperer?
yeah, he talks to a dog, but this is exactly like that. Like if that Superman was Mark Wahlberg, hey dog, how's it going? I like your fur. That's really great. Say hi to your mother for me.
Hey, yeah, you know how to fly? You know how to fly? You shoot heat vision
You
out
didn't
of
say
your
bro
eyeballs?
nearly enough for that to be a Mark Wahlberg impression.
Okay, so here is all the George Reeves 50 show stuff. And he's got most of the props and the office stuff.
That's actually George Reeves.
That was a rough get. That was tough. He didn't like your joke either.
He does look quite angry.
Yeah. Well, once they tell you, you're in.
Those aren't from the show, right?
What's that?
The S's? Are those like attempted S's, or does it change over the show?
I don't know what the story is with that. I don't think it changes that much. But some of the serial stuff is in here too.
I don't have anything from Hollywood Land in here. Because I've got like the books on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I would think maybe there might be like a set photo or something from Hollywood Land. Maybe it doesn't count because it's like, you know, recreating that.
Yeah,
Combined our energies there.
that's true. I mean, yeah, he might have bought some stuff from then. Certainly getting any props or anything from that movie would probably be tough.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it didn't perform that well. I don't hear people talking about it. It's not a great movie, but that looks really good in it.
Yeah, a lot of it is about just the time it's made in. Like later on, it's more difficult to get that stuff. This room is new. You got to see it when you were here last, I think. Did we come in here?
Yes, we definitely came here. Because I remember that.
Okay, check out the giant Doomsday.
That's the coolest thing ever. What the heck?
Isn't that amazing?
And that's the real Doomsday.
Right, yeah.
That's the one they used in the comic book.
After hours, there's big epic brawls between it and George Reeves.
Given that George Reeves can't fly, it's a little bit of a one-sided fight.
Yeah, and it's a little harder because he's so tall. I mean, that Superman can. Well, George Reeves' Superman can fly. He just doesn't.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. No, it's the it's Fleischer that can't fly. No, Fleischer
at
invents
first.
it.
Yeah, Fleischer comes up with the flying a little bit later.
The Nick Cage Superman wasn't gonna fly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wasn't gonna
If
fly.
you watch Kevin Smith interview.
No.
No flying. And I want to see him in that
yeah,
costume.
That's right. But I figured they would have changed that at some point. Yeah.
Well, but I think
the
he's
Fleischer
gonna come up
Superman
with
can
a
leap
story
Doomsdays
for it.
in a single bound, but he can't do much better than that.
What? Okay, I know this is supposed to be Nightmare Batman, but it totally looks like Lab Coat Batman.
Lab coat Batman.
Oh, this is Arctic Zone Batman. But I like that he has his sleeves rolled up.
It's not that cold. It's cold enough to justify this jacket.
This jacket over this costume.
But not cold enough to keep the sleeves rolled down. They have to be up.
That pole is unfortunately placed.
What's that? This is gonna be the most juvenile video we've ever put on the channel.
Oh, there's that Bane mask.
Yeah, see, they
That's
take.
the real head of Batman.
After BVS Batman got a hold of him.
They take all the stuff in the gift shop that you can buy, and they put it in here and put it on display so you can see how cool it looks. So you'll buy it in the gift shop. That's pretty cool.
See,
I want the Rock'em Sock'em robots.
That's pretty cool.
I wish Doomsday had a pony.
I also want this Doomsday figure.
Yeah.
That's
Well, he also needs to have the ones over the eyes.
Yeah, he needs a better spike beard, you know? Like,
Yeah.
You guys, I want this figure so bad.
It's awesome.
I just haven't been able to bring myself to spend $100 on it.
That's steep.
Yeah. And then here's the Imagine X Doomsday, which we haven't picked up yet for Jason, but
He's got a more modern style.
He doesn't have the bones over the eyes.
no, but everything else is pretty good.
Yeah.
He at least still has a rocky face,
His
got
hair's a little bit more coiffed.
Yeah, it's like a...
and it remembers that he had that green suit, which I
Which is
really
cool.
appreciate. We just don't do that enough. In 52, we just introduced him with the pants in the first place. I'm like, why are they green? Oh, because they were always green. Not because he had a suit that we ripped off that was green.
Well, no, because you remember there's the 5 years in between. And according to Swamp Thing, Superman did in fact die and come back, even though we will later say he did not.
Yeah, but we introduce him after we've completely retconned that, so...
Is that
And
his first
he's-
appearance in that universe?
Yes.
Oh,
He's a completely different thing. And he's Kryptonian in origin in that. No, he's a totally different thing.
Well, he's Kryptonian origin in the original, too.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yeah, in Hunter Prey. He was developed by Kryptonians.
No, I don't think it was Kryptonians. I think it was some other alien race.
Oh, it was like
I'm
unleashed on
almost
Krypton?
positive it was... Yeah.
Someone will tell us.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go back and read that and stuff. I'm almost positive I'm right about that.
You might be right.
Ooh, I want that too.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I always want to cry when I come in here because
that one?
he has this amazing Death of Superman collection, and he's got all kinds of things I
All
can't
you've got
get.
is a bathroom.
Yeah, all I've got is a bathroom. They had a funeral for Superman here when he died in '92, and they commissioned a casket and everything. And the tombstone is in there. There's a whole Death of Superman
Do they
area
sell
in here too.
those?
Do they sell what?
Realize Earth's Greatest Hero?
Where? I don't know. What
The tombstone.
oh, there it is. There
Oh,
it is.
is that the tombstone
No, that's the
they
one they.
sell?
Yeah.
Even the tombstone has a belt. But
Okay,
it's
guys.
definitely no.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Where do you live, Doomsday? where do you live, Doomsday? Metropolis.
We started seeing signs for travel, so we're driving down, just like...
Eric just starts going, Metropolis. I didn't know you had action figures, Rasco.
I do. I also have every single Lego Batman Lego set from like so there's been like multiple waves of Lego Batman sets. I don't have any of the new ones, but I have like all the ones like the Batmobile and Two-Face, the Penguin submarine, the Batcave.
I've got that Batcave.
Arkham Asylum.
So did you stop at that first wave, or did you collect that second wave with the DC superhero stuff?
Yeah, that's the stuff I don't have.
Oh, okay. And then of course they have all the Lego Batman movie stuff now.
Yeah, and then also they made the like
And it's all great.
Dark Knight Returns Bat Tank.
Are you a Lego guy? Do you build Legos?
I haven't in like a long time, but when I was like growing up, I was obsessed with Legos. I also had every Lego Indiana Jones set that they made,
Oh, cool.
and I had all of the Speed Racer Lego sets too.
I didn't know they made those. Was it for the movie? Or was
Yeah, it
it
was for the movie. It was really awesome.
That should go in Lego Dimensions.
Yeah, Speed Racer should.
Dude, that would be so cool. Like, they're pretty awesome. Like the Mach
People are
5
way
is
too
so
hard to
cool in
believe.
Lego.
Are you getting Lego Dimensions?
I've played it, but I played all of the Lego games up to. I didn't play the Lego Harry Potter games. And then from then on out, I haven't played, but I have played Lego Dimensions. I have a friend who has it, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with anything?
What? Oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, I always wanted to know
What about
that
the
myself.
giant die? That seems like something Batman would have. Not
Oh, these were props from the Superboy show.
Oh, interesting.
Or this thing, if that's what you're talking about. I don't know what you were pointing at.
The giant die.
Giant die. Oh, I'm sure that's a prop from something.
That seems like something Batman should have in the Batcave, right? Giant die.
Yeah. You know, from that craps-related supervillain.
Well, Batman's pro, so it's probably like a 20-sided die.
What villain am I gonna face today?
I once had an idea for a serial killer that plans his crimes with a magic 8-ball. No idea what story you tell with that, but it's an idea I had once. If like, am I gonna kill someone today? Seems likely. Yes.
And look, here's all the stuff from that Superboy TV show that we have all of now and need to watch at some point,
Yeah.
including Bizarro.
The Screaming Room.
That's the real Bizarro.
That post is kind of risque.
Look at Henry Cavill up there selling some Twizzlers. You sell those Twizzlers, Henry Cavill.
Buy these.
Or I'll kill you.
Put really forceful text on all of that.
Eat Twizzlers or else collateral damage.
He was in a lacrosse movie called Crooked Arrows. It's one of the only lacrosse movies I think exists.
Oh, that's right. You have that whole lacrosse thing.
We learned that in the 5 Things I Asked Rasco video on Patreon.
What are the empty mountain? Oh, it's got newspaper clippings on it. The Mountain Dew.
See, one of the things that's really fun about taking people through this museum is when they find things that they point out, trying to figure out how in the world it relates to Superman.
It's a game.
Wait, why empty Mountain Dew bottles? Did you just forget to throw those away? Why is it behind the chain?
Hey, you couldn't cash in on that. $1 million reward for the capture of Lex Luthor. That's hardly a sweepstakes.
Especially given that he's a fictional person.
Well, yeah.
Hey, why do they have soapy cans? Did you guys just leave those up there? Did you forget to throw them away?
Supplement. That's the word you use when you want to sound.
Okay, so I pointed this out to Eric last time. This is hilarious. This back alley playset thing that he's put together with steel there. That's a McFarlane's Bond set.
This is also where I lost it, I believe, over finding... Yeah, this one. I had this toy as a kid, and I'd forgotten I had that toy. You can't see him because he's fallen down. But
You got really excited when you found it
I was really excited because I'd forgotten
You
that
would have been
toy.
more excited had you been able to
see him?
purchase it.
Rasco, can you show us how to skateboard?
Sure. I feel like we might get thrown out. You guys haven't seen enough of the museum to do that yet.
I've seen all of that.
Whoa. Watches.
Giant watches.
They're actually belts.
Who watches the watches?
And then Cap's gonna complain about the fact that Superman's got Superman on his belt.
Would you stop that? Yeah, you might think those are enormous watches, but they're also enormous belts.
See, this is what I
What are like
understand.
championship, like title belts?
This is kind of cool, but at the same time, kind of strange. Like,
That is weird.
you get like just a bunch of Supermen, but like, why?
And this is not what he looked like in the Justice League cartoon.
Yeah, he doesn't look like that. He's got like a big bared like chest. It's like deep.
Yeah, and he also had shorts.
True. So that's just a lie.
They're just redesigning the designs they're claiming they are.
I used to have that poster.
It's really strange.
I had that one, I had a Flash one.
It's almost like we're acting like the shorts are somehow offensive or something. Like,
No, it's
I know
because we're
pretend
afraid of them
they're
because we think they're silly.
Yeah. But why do we have to go as far as to say that's Justice League Unlimited and not have the shorts? Like, I don't mean to make a giant deal out of it. Obviously, in the context of everything I'm watching, I don't care if the story's good. I just don't understand this.
And see, this is what we're talking about.
I don't understand it, Eric.
That's what he looks like.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a good point. Here's what he looks like. Here's what they're trying to pass off as that. See the difference, kids?
Lies.
There's that. They're really trying to get us to try to get that reward.
Well, this is the smallest Superman symbol I've ever seen. Whoa.
even smaller than Superman Returns. I like the small Superman symbol in Superman Returns.
I can't remember how small that one is. Oh, what a coincidence. There it is. Now we can examine it. There's a somewhat small one, but it's not that small. See, kids? See the difference?
It's pretty small, but it's not that Superman toy small.
That Superman is so... That's like...
Look at this one, he looks all beat up!
That Superman is like a meme. That's super meme. Right there.
I think Super Gonzo is exactly a Superman thing.
Don't you ever talk about Super Gonzo.
Yeah, Superman.
Super
Silly Putty.
Well, I like Super Gonzo.
You guys ever have Silly Putty?
Oh man, at work we got.
But
It was like
if Super Grover was all over this place.
I'm not sure if it's GAC or if it's Putty because we didn't open it. It's unopened. It's Star Wars Episode 1. It's in one of those little containers like GAC used to come in, like Play-Doh used to come in, and it's called Jabba Goop.
That's awesome.
That's the most disturbing thing I've ever seen.
When Spider-Man 3 came out, all the action figures, they came with like tubs, and like so like Harry Osborn had like green slime, and Sandman had this really awesome like sand putty stuff that it was like sculpted, like you could like sculpt it into shapes. It was so cool. And they also had like Venom goo. It was awesome.
I remember that.
I loved it. I like goo.
I
loved that stuff every night. It was under my pillow.
It was gross, but I loved it. I slept in it.
Okay, so one of these VHSs I had as a child, and is the only way I experienced Fleischer Superman as a child.
Let's just go through this museum and find things
But I
Eric used to
don't
have
know.
that he can't get here.
I think it might be this one, but it wasn't a hard shell case. I don't know. Oh wait, there's more over here. Maybe it's one of these. Ah, it's one of these two. One of these two is the one I had as a child. Nope, it's this one. This is the one I had as a child. This is the one I had.
Don't steal that.
Oh, but I wanna.
Don't do that.
Especially not on camera.
We'll have the proof right here.
Let's just take a break for a moment, guys.
Yeah, hey, can we just can we not record for a second? Would that be okay?
Can't turn that off. I have an important thing I need to talk to you about. Have a conversation we need to have.
Whoa, that's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
What's that?
The Fortress of Solitude thing. I'm assuming that's what that's supposed to be. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, but I bet that's a set from something else that he's repurposed to make it look like a Fortress of Solitude. I doubt if that was the thing that actually came out.
It's probably one of those cliffhanger
Because it
toys.
certainly didn't come out with the line with the figure he put up there. That is probably a He-Man thing.
Oh,
You're right.
Yeah.
I think that is what that is because it's got like a vehicle. Like I think that's probably like for vehicles to come out of.
Yeah.
And it's probably like yeah.
And you saw over there, you saw a Hoth thing that he had repurposed in the same way.
That's awesome.
I have that piggy bank. Look at that statue.
That's after they saw the box office for BVS. You didn't help my movie at all. There he is. That's the Superman. That's the Superman I had as a child with the gold armor.
Yeah, I never had that one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, and he came with Future Batman.
Well, I didn't have Future Batman, but I had that Superman and he had the jetpack.
Yeah.
I didn't have the missile, or I
See,
lost
I
it.
had the Hunter Prey Superman with the Doomsday. I still have that. I didn't get this whole line. I'd like to get the rest of
And
that
I
line
used
at
to
some
have
point.
the black suit Superman, obviously, because
It's kind of interesting because they branded those, Superman, Man of Steel, but that was right after Death of Superman was so big that it's pretty much just a Death of Superman line.
Yeah. So here's a question
With some other
about,
stuff mixed in that was around the, like, conduit.
Here's a question about black suit Superman. How come he's got a garter belt?
Your guess is as good as mine.
What was this wallet? There was a statue of Superman Returns, but it was him in like the silver Superman suit. Is that like customized or is that real? Like, hold on.
I didn't see it.
Over here?
Yeah. Right there.
That's when he crashes to
Oh,
back down.
You're right,
Yeah.
but okay. What confused me was like they were on like the weird, like kryptonite looking continent stuff.
No, that's supposed to be like his ship.
Oh, you're okay.
Yeah.
This just looks like the most fun toy that any child could have
Yeah.
hours of fun
Have you
playing
seen the
with.
extended sequence?
No, I haven't.
It's on the DVD. Yeah, I wish they'd kept it in.
If you play the Superman Returns video game, the first level you play as him in that costume, and you're in.
Yeah.
Are you just
It's awesome.
falling?
It's cool.
No, you're
Is
Where
Superman
are you?
Returns the game?
I ultimately didn't play through very much of it because I had a lot of camera problems with it, but I liked a lot of things they were doing with it. I mean, they took that material and made it really comic book. I thought it had a lot of potential. Like I thought a lot of the stuff they were doing with the game had a lot of potential
They punch things?
for the film. Yeah. Well, it was a thing you could do. You know, you play the game. It does have a punch button, so sure.
Hey, that's not guaranteed with Superman.
No, that's true. I like this statue a lot.
yeah.
Kevin Spacey wax. That's really cool.
You gotta stand over him.
Uh huh.
It would
That's great.
slingshot him through buildings and landscapes.
It's great, Aaron.
It's Superman.
Oh yeah, right. Yep. Everyone is always mortified by this.
That's this photos right here.
Rasco, I haven't pointed this out to you yet, but
Big spaceman up there.
and I'm not seeing any right away. But he's got all of the flying rigs, for all the Supermans. So, the '50s one and the Christopher Reeve one, and he's got all the like the rigs that the actor was on to do the flying
so
shots.
cool.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
and Zod boots.
Oh yeah, there's that cool Zod costume here.
Zoots. There's a
Yeah, I don't
brand
think
called
he's
that.
got the entire costume in here right now. We'll have to check
Is there a picture on it?
with the red.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and there's the Jimmy Olsen outfit.
That's what your thermos looks like.
What's that?
Just this. Whatever this is. It's cool. I like Art Deco. Except for we're overusing Art Deco now. I'm getting tired of Art Deco. I like that.
Looks like a Star Wars poster.
On your bedroom door?
Like that just looks like a Star Wars movie, like with box covers.
Excuse us. Pardon me?
Smoke up, kids. Look, it's nothing but Superman belt buckles.
Yeah.
Do you think we could ever get away with a Superman lighter today?
No. Maybe a Zippo with the Superman symbol,
Yeah.
but not Superman as a lighter.
Ties.
Have you ever seen the old Flintstones working in stone?
Yep.
You're smoking.
Yep, where that was a cigarette commercial.
Yeah. Or Andy Griffith's like, hey, what's that for smoke, Barney?
The times have changed.
Yeah. Now you can't get Wolverine smoking a cigar, they get mad.
Yep.
It's unfortunate. I like.
Nick Fury too.
Be part of
Role playing game.
See, this is weird because now he's broken up the Death of Superman stuff because some of it was in that room we looked at with Doomsday. So this used to be all Death of Superman right here. Even last time I was here.
This is everyone's favorite version of Superman.
Yeah, right.
Superman
and Superman
people
Blue.
just will not stop talking about how
Lightning
much
Superman.
they love Red and Blue Superman.
That's right.
And they're like, why won't DC bring back Red and Blue Superman? That's the only true
Yeah, and his
Superman.
power set is so much cooler.
He's the truest to the original intent of the creators.
Who always wanted to give him energy powers and make him pure energy. They just didn't have the budget at the time.
Now, to be fair, in JLA, Grant Morrison does some really cool stuff with him. He reverses the polarity of the moon.
Yeah, I need to finally go back and read that
You
stuff.
do? I've got all of it. It's great.
Eric, look, it's the poster in my bathroom.
It is the poster bathroom.
Mm-hmm. And mine is also signed by Danger. Oh, we had this conversation about whether or not I had a higher number than him.
Do you remember
his number is lower than mine.
Do you remember the last time
His
when
better
we
number
stood
than
here and picked out all the people that shouldn't be at the Superman funeral?
Yes, we did. Let's do it again, shall we?
Dr. Doom.
When I looked Dr. Doom. What?
Dr. Doom.
When I first got this poster, I was like, "There's no way that's Darkseid. There has to be a character that looks just like Dark." Look, his face is
There's also Deathstroke.
is dark
Deathstroke's
and yeah,
there.
it's obscured. Surely
Lobo's
that's
there.
someone else that I've never seen before.
By the way, you know how it was like news that Deathstroke was going to be in the Batman movie?
Azrael.
They cast him when they cast Suicide Squad. Does anybody remember that?
Yeah.
I remember them casting
Aaron.
Deathstroke with Suicide
Yep.
Squad.
Isn't the
Etrigan is there.
Oh, what's his
Look
name?
at Blue Beetle. He's like the most upset.
There he is. The Creeper. What's the
yeah.
Creeper doing there?
What was that? Wave Rider?
He's
Was that his
creepy.
name?
Yes.
Heard about that?
You know who's not here? That Red Falcon looking guy that was part of the Justice League when Superman died. He's not there. Bloodwing. Bloodwing's not there.
Did he get killed?
I don't know. I think he secretly turned out to be Martian Manhunter the whole time.
I think Fire and Ice might have bit the dust too, but I can't remember. Or did they make it? No, they made it. They just got beat up real bad.
You love that episode, Justice League Unlimited, where they go to like the center of the earth, and like Metallo's there. That's a really cool episode.
He was like, "You guys didn't know that I've been inside the center of the earth the whole time."
So he's got a whole section back here for Supergirl, which I think is cool. Unfortunately, he probably won't ever be able to get stuff from the show.
Yeah.
Because it's just really hard to get TV props these days.
There's the flying harness.
Mm-hmm.
You know what he needs? He needs the cardboard cutout that came out of the ocean.
Yes! Yeah, I wonder if it was intact, or if it was so wet they had to throw it away. Because it was cardboard.
It was so genius.
It was pretty brilliant.
What's that?
What's that?
Is this in the movie? That thing?
I'm not sure what that is right off. There's a picture.
Were
of
there
it.
Satans
Oh,
in that movie?
yes, yes, there were. At the end, you remember when the ground breaks apart?
I never
and you have
finished
this
it.
demon stuff that comes out.
I
Yeah,
never watched the whole movie.
I can't believe he has a prop of that. Look, it's coming apart a little bit.
The guy in that movie who keeps asking if people want to squirt is the most uncomfortable part of that whole movie.
Oh, and he's got the miniature for the floating. Oh, I guess that was her ship, but that's really cool.
This Supergirl is really weird and totally different kind of aesthetic.
Oh, and he's got that bug too. I never noticed some of this stuff. That's pretty cool. But it doesn't look like he's got the Omega Hedron. Like the big coveted thing that you would want from that movie.
Every night
of
you go to
course.
sleep, I open it. I didn't know it existed until then.
The big thing you'd really want from that movie, of course, is the Omega Hedron, and I don't think he's got it.
Is it the Omega Hedron? It's not the Omega Dodecahedron?
No, it's the Omega Hedron.
Disappointing. Oh, there's the little chip.
But he's got that insect. That's what. Yeah, that's really cool. Which I think is in everything.
Any credits that like
Ah.
the screen cap is convinced is memory, they go pew pew.
So
Like
he
it's basically-
finally has gotten a couple of Smallville props,
Oh really?
and I'm really excited about it. Yeah, the crow bag,
Ooh.
and he's got the Smallville high backpack.
That makes me comfortable.
And these aren't replicas you could buy. These are
the
really
actual.
shell. Yeah,
That's cool.
that's exciting. Look, there's an octagonal key, and Eric just bought me one of those. If you can get it. Yeah, I realized it was in a bag, and I was like, oh, I can't do this one-handed.
I give up.
Yeah. But this is primarily the Lois and Clark room. And they had Dean Cain here a couple years ago, and I missed that show.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, it was a bummer. I really wish I'd been here.
Look how sexy he is.
I have been
With his
to the
bulging
celebration.
super muscles.
I have been to the celebration once when there was actually a Superman, and it was Brandon Ralph.
Roger Stern wrote that book.
Let's review it. Well, not right now. Let's sit here and read a book, you guys.
Distract them, I'll bring it.
Story time.
And then Clark walked out of the room angry.
But yeah, Brandon Ralph was really cool.
He seems like a cool guy.
Now the Man of Steel's
And Eric, I don't know. I don't think they've announced who's going to be here yet this year, but you may get to actually come to the celebration this year.
Ooh.
You may get to see this place when it's hopping. They draw a giant crowd, and it looks like there's actually a downtown.
You know what's weird is there's a couple of podcasts to listen to that are people that come to the celebration, and I've always heard them talk about it. I could hear them. I could be like in the vicinity of people that I just kind of know online.
Yeah, sure. Well, I've always thought about setting up a Geekvolution table.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And I would consider getting space if you want to do it.
You could call it Tablevolution.
I don't know what exactly we do. We'd probably podcast.
We'd
probably do
revolutionize tables. We'd put springs on tables. You could do this.
We'd probably do a live show. Or we just get out our audio device and just talk forever.
We could we could narrate it like it's a sports event.
Oh, that's a great idea. That'd be hilarious.
People are coming around the corner. They're coming everywhere. They're coming to see Superman.
That would be funny for about 5.5 minutes.
Yeah.
And here comes Martian Manhunter. And look, I don't believe my eyes. It's Mad Dog.
No one expected the French Inquisition again.
Looks like he's trying to explain a complex concept to them. Or like he's telling us, guys, you'll never believe this.
No.
That's a lead mask.
No, don't worry. We're gonna...
I'm sure that was real safe for the actors. Nothing is as horrifying as The Mummy when I found out how they did it.
How?
They like super glued and like imprinted like wrinkles in his face. Like his face is like pulled back and like stretched and like held in place. It's horrifying.
Rasco, are you sure that wouldn't be your exact reaction if you were facing the death ray?
No, he looks like he's like, okay, guys.
He's trying to talk him down.
Wall,
He's like, stop it with the death ray.
I think he's distracting them. Actually, he's telling them another story, get their minds off what they're about to do to
And
him.
Tiny Superman that he shot out of his hand earlier, but they didn't know about, he's coming around back.
My name is Superman, and this is my distraction.
Oh, that is so cool. Aliens versus Superman. Xenomorphs.
Yeah, but that face is crazy.
There's
How much you want to bet in the Prometheus sequel? That's not a Prometheus sequel, it's not a prequel.
The Superman shows up? I won't bet anything. That's
That's
not
a
gonna
sequel.
happen.
No. How much you want to bet they give them a name and it's not Xenomorphs? Because we already did that with the space strategies.
I don't know.
But hasn't Xenomorphs been more of a staple for so long?
Space strategies has been there since the beginning.
Well, I know I know something about the movie. I don't know if I don't even want to say it if you don't want to know.
I do want to know. I don't know if anybody else wants to know.
Yeah, I don't know if you
I'm
guys
not going to use this footage.
Okay.
Well,
It's not about Superman.
they've said that there's going to be more than one type of xenomorph in Alien Covenant, and the name that they keep throwing around, one is the neomorph, and then so I don't think they're getting rid of
Is
it.
Or that means that they wouldn't take away Xenomorph because they're going to do
He might
different
be.
sorts of morphs. So that makes sense.
He might be in it, but there's like the neomorph and some other name. There's like the protomorph or something like that. I don't know.
I thought the protomorph would have been what was at the end of Prometheus. We can't talk too much about that because Cap hasn't seen it.
Yeah,
Did you like Prometheus?
I think. Yeah, we talked about this one
Yeah,
time. I
really?
said that I like Prometheus. The last time I watched it,
there's the Lois Lane sign, and they actually have a street called Lois Lane,
that's awesome.
and they had to change it to Lois LN because people kept stealing the sign.
Oh. The last viewing I had of Prometheus was like the best viewing I've had of that movie. Like I liked it the most that I've ever liked it the last time I watched
He
it.
most adjusted his expectations.
I think it's a real enjoyable watch. It's just when you start thinking about it, it's one of those movies. I think it's really effective visually and like emotionally.
Have we?
And I've never seen the director's cut.
I think we've seen everything.
I believe you're right. Mandate. I'm gonna get that tattooed right here. Mandate. Did you shoot enough coverage?
Yeah. You guys good?
Yeah.
Let's get going.
You guys enjoy the museum?
Yeah.
Or a shirt or a hoodie.